Hi guys! So today I'm doing a rapid fire Q&A and it's basically my most frequently asked questions. I had to over enunciate frequently because when I speak too fast, I mumble my words. So today I've got a list right here. I love lists. I'm just gonna go down this list and answer all your questions. One of the most rewarding parts to me about blogging is connecting with you guys, and I love replying to your DMs, and sometimes I just have to plant myself on the couch for a good hour and fire through all those questions. And what I do see a lot though is the same questions, so I figured instead of constantly typing the same thing, I will just go down the list and answer the most, commonly asked questions. So let's get started. The first question is, how do you pronounce your name and what does it mean? My name is Sivan Ayla, and if you just say it like naturally, it's Sivan. My middle name is Ayla. That's not part of my first name and it's not my last name. My name is Hebrew, and there's a ton of different meanings, but the most commonly known one is the month of June in Hebrew. Different cultures have different pronunciations and spellings, but mine is just Sivan Ayla, not as hard as it sounds, or as hard as it looks. Where are your wine glasses from? I love this question because it lets me know that A, you guys love wine, and B, maybe I have good style. I wanted to show you guys all three versions. I've got the white wine version, I've got the red wine version, and I've got the champagne flutes. Honestly, I probably wasted money buying the white wine because this one's bigger. So it's kind of like, why would anyone choose this one? But, can't return them now. Wine glasses are from Crate and Barrel. And sadly, the other wine glasses in my cabinet, which I should show you guys, are just sitting there being lonely and ignored because they don't really get a lot of Instagram love, so maybe I should switch it up and use some of my other ones. What is your favorite wine, since we're on the topic? Well, now that you've asked, Miraval Rosé is my favorite. This is Brad and Angelina's winery, and what I've heard is that since the divorce that they might be discontinuing the wine. I really hope that's a rumor. I have no idea if that's true or not. I would be very sad if they discontinued Miraval. A little story about Miraval is I've been a huge fan for a long time. And then one morning I woke up and was like, why don't I just reach out to them? I mean, I shamelessly promote them all the time. So I tracked down some random email in France and I emailed them and I was like, hey, I don't know if you see my post, but I love you guys. And I'm always taking selfies like this. I'm kind of embarrassing with it, but yeah, I would love to know if you guys want to work together, a blogger, hey. And not really expecting a reply, I get a reply back and they're like, hi, Sivan, yeah, we know, we see you. And they're like, we'd love to send you a gift. And so I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. I send a screenshot to my family because everyone knows I'm obsessed. And then a few weeks go by and I totally forget about it. And then I come home one day to 60 bottles. That's 5 cases. It gives me anxiety actually that it's just sitting there. But anyways, that's my favorite wine, Miraval. How old are you? Dun, dun, dun. I'm 25. Just kidding. I'm 30. Just kidding. I'm 21. Just kidding. I'm 29 and I'm turning 30 in a few months. And I have actually convinced myself that I'm 25 years old. When people ask me my age, I say 25 and then I'm like, wait, no, just kidding. I'm 29. And then they're like, this girl is weird. What is the music you listen to all the time? So a lot of you guys probably hear my music when I'm cooking or just anything really on IG stories. I've got playlists such as family dinner, I have Thanksgiving, I've got chill jazzy vibes, I've got tropical morning, I've got party, I've got everything divided up into playlists just because that makes life easier, obviously. If you go onto my Spotify and follow me, you can probably find all my playlists. They're all public. I like music from basically every single genre, so it's usually a mix. So long story short, Spotify. What is your workout routine? So I do boxing and kickboxing, which I absolutely love. I think that it's a great full body workout and definitely heavy on the cardio. I love trying new things, and I think working out 3 times a week I think is realistic. I obviously don't have a traditional 9-to-5 job, but I'm still very exhausted at the end of the day, but I'm also not a morning person. So I really have to push myself to go to my evening workouts, but it's necessary. And I think that overall I sleep better. My mood is a lot better. I just feel like it's mentally and emotionally really, really good for you, obviously physically as well. So for me, working out is really necessary. Do you do your own nails, and do you get gel or regular? For the most part, I do my own nails. I'd say I get a manicure and pedicure every 3 weeks. But in between that, I'm definitely doing my own nails, and I don't do gel, I just do regular. I guess I could do a post about nail polish colors I love because there are a lot and I don't know them all off the top of my head. So, but to answer the question, I do my own nails most of the time. And basically, I mean, they look great on camera, I guess, but like when I look up close, I'm like, wow, why is anyone asking me about my nails? Like they're so chipped and bad. But I think it's just because I choose these super neutrally colors that you don't notice chips and you don't notice the imperfections. But I'd say in general, try to avoid a lot of direct water contact, like when you're doing the dishes. Like if you can wear gloves, wear gloves. Don't dig your nails into things. Don't scrape stickers off with your nails. Yeah, it's like a lot of maintenance to not mess up your nails. Anytime that I get my nails done and then I have to go do the dishes, I'm like, ugh, Paul, do the dishes, because that's just lame. Can you give us engagement ring details, and how do you take care of your diamonds? So a couple of things to know about my ring situation. I don't know if you can see. Come on, camera. There you go. So my ring is a cushion cut with a halo, and it's got a really dainty band. This is my wedding band. I wanted something a little bit different. I wanted diamonds all the way around because if it was gonna swivel around my finger, I didn't want just half diamonds. My engagement ring doesn't have diamonds on the back. Clean my diamonds. I use a toothbrush with soap, dish soap, and I just scrub them, rinse them with water, use a paper towel, dry them up, and they're super clean. And that's a little tip I learned from Cartier. What do you ask when you get your hair done? In a nutshell, I don't get a base color. This is my natural color, this dark brown. And I don't want a base color because my hair grows fast and I don't want to have to continuously color the root. And so I get my highlights kind of like a little bit lower than the root and staggered in PC. So they're not really like striped, you know, like not traditional striped highlights. They're more wispy, PC. People often ask me if I have ombre or balayage, and the answer is no. The process of getting this is not that. I also always like face framing pieces. So as you can see, the front piece is a little bit higher. I do this every 6 months, I'd say. Sometimes I'll get my hair done a third time in the year, but it's pretty rare. So, and then as far as cuts go, I rarely cut my hair. I'd say once a year I'll do a tiny, tiny trim, and my hairdresser knows that 1 inch means like half an inch. And so she dusts the edges or the ends, and then we do a little bit of like a little micro layer in the front just to give me some dimension, and that's it. We call it a day. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's Q&A. I always enjoy sharing everything with you guys. As you know, my life is an open book. And so if you have any other questions that you really want me to elaborate on, feel free to send them in. I'll either answer them in another video or maybe just address them in a blog post. But either way, I really enjoy doing this with you guys. I hope I answered your frequently asked questions. I will see you guys next time. Bye.